Hello, welcome to Pike Creek Farm. My name is Renee, and if this is your first time here, thank you so much. New year, 2025, and I mentioned yesterday in my Happy New Year video that I am starting this year to be focused on being thrifty and thriving. I retired last year and just life happened and I didn't stick to some goals that I had, both budgetary and thriving part, things I wanted to do. So this year, that's my focus. And I've learned it's challenging. I mean, even when I'm semi-retired and I think I have a great plan, things don't always go as planned. That's life, isn't it? And I'll give you an example. New Year's Eve in the afternoon, I met some friends up at a local little dive bar that has really great hamburgers, and a girl I graduated with was going to be there, and they wanted me to come surprise her. So I went and we had burgers and fries. I was bringing home a burger for my husband, and well, this big old 6-point decided just to grace the front of my vehicle. Why? So that threw a loop into the new year. Of course, I'm okay. I was okay. That's the most important thing. But that was my retirement vehicle. That was going to be like my forever vehicle. We had it on a lease. It was going to be done, and we were just going to keep it. Well, I don't know. It looked pretty bad to me, so I might be starting from scratch. We'll find out. It is what it is. And now I got insurance deductibles, and so that kind of throws the budget immediately for a loop. But I'm going to weekly have a little conversation about thrifty and thriving and how I'm doing. And then I'm going to have my videos where I'll kind of tie into it, because to me, I'm going to cover thrifty today. Thrifty is having a budget and sticking to it, which isn't easy. It's getting to be financial freedom, get rid of some of the debt. I'm in a second marriage, so we did acquire some debt. We have a mortgage. Okay, I stopped the doggy fights. This is something I've always done, but menu planning and sticking to that, I mean, you can vary it up some, and I always have a backup plan, but you can stick to a budget and be thrifty and eat better and healthier if you eat at home. And I want to do that for budget reasons, but also for my personal health, because I'm 63 and there's some things I need to do to make sure I'm here when I'm 83 and able to thrive and be active. I want to be using my pantry this year. I can a lot, and I use some of it, but I also it's like I preserve it, keep it just like that. Well, it's not just decoration. It is something to use and rotate through. So I'm going to focus on things that have been there for a while and using them. Every week, I'm going to have a pantry meal. And this month is, Pantry Challenge month. And with the budget, Pantry Challenge is going to be great for me. I'm going to use what I have in the house. Fresh veggies, I might have to buy some of those, because I do like to have salads and stuff for lunches at work, and that's good for my health. But I am going to be very limited on what I buy at the store, and I'm going to stick to a very low food budget, which is a challenge nowadays, as we all know. The other thing I want to do, as spring comes in Michigan and summer and fall, I want to use local produce, both what I grow and what's available locally, because there's some really great deals to get, and I like to grow my own food. And then if you're growing food and you're getting local produce, you have to preserve it. So I will bring you along as I am preserving food, whether it's canning, freezing, dehydrating, whatever it is. But this month, January, I am starting the Pantry Challenge, and I will share my menus with you and what I made for the week. And last night, try and get it over here, I made lasagna, a big pan of lasagna. I had everything in the house, even the cheese. And I used venison, because I will be using a lot of venison, because my husband has harvested 3 this year, 1 buck and 2 does. So I'm going to use that. But I made the lasagna, and today I have to go, I don't have to, but I'm going to go watch my grandson. He's 11 months old, and he's adorable. because his sister has a doctor appointment like 2 hours away. So mom and dad are taking her and not going to have to worry about 11-month-old. So I'm taking some lasagna over there, and, you know, we'll have lasagna here for leftovers. My husband will. And there'll still be leftovers after that. If I want to freeze it then, I can pull it out another time. Part of what I wasn't sure if I needed this when I retired was I've got a part-time job. And this past year I got my insurance license and I work in a local office, take care of customers, and it's wonderful, and it's not management and it's not corporate stress. But it was a lot to learn. And so I'm thankful for that job, and I realize I do need that little bit of money. You know, I'm not 65 yet, so I got to pay for medical insurance. But I do have my pension, which I'm very lucky and fortunate. But it all means that my budget is more, you know, limited. It's not like when I was in sales, I could earn big bonuses and things. So it's different. It's a different lifestyle, but that's okay, because we are going to be just fine, and we're going to be thrifty, and we're going to thrive. And I'll discuss thriving next week, some ideas I have and what my goals are. But my thrifty goals right now are establishing my budget. I'm going to get all of my finances in order, like what income and revenue, and, you know, what's coming in and what's going out automatically, and then see what's left. And then the pantry challenge. I have done this this is my 3rd year doing the pantry challenge, and man, you can save some money doing this. By the end, you know, I'm craving some things from the store, but it's a great way of cleaning out my freezer and getting rid of some things that have been there for a while, and organizing, and that's something I need to do. My pantry and freezers need organizing. So that's part of what I'm going to do, so that when I organize my freezer and my pantry, it's easier to stay on budget and stay thrifty. And being thrifty doesn't mean being boring or not having good meals, not having friends over, not doing things, not having treats. It doesn't mean that at all. No, it's just not throwing money out the window. And it doesn't mean I'll never go out to eat. It's going to be intentional and planned, and something that I will enjoy. So, pantry challenge is the focus this month, and establishing the budget for being thrifty. And if I'm doing that, then I'm going to be thriving. So I'm happy to have everyone here, and I hope that any of you who are at the same stage of life, or you're kind of retired, or if you are retired, you know, there's still this big future ahead of us, and I want to explore it, and I want to be healthy to explore it, and that's my goal. So I will bring you along for this, and next video, I'm going to try and do these every Thursday. Next week, I'll probably cover my goals and thriving. And I'm going to have a notebook, and I'm going to put everything in here and keep track of it. And I'm going to have a budget book too. So I'm going to get that established, and I will share it how I'm doing it. I'm no expert. I'm learning and doing this, you know, along with you. So let's all, no matter what age you are, what stage of life you are, let's all be thrifty and thriving for 2025. We'll see you next time at Pike Creek Farm.